Howdy doody, peoples. Hope you're doing well. Killa, I saw you a little while ago posting in the chat. Hope you're having a good night. Let's roll this dial to round 100 and grind this out for a little while. How does that sound? Let's get it. I'll be here when you're here. Yo, what's up, Searing? How's my dude?
I'm glad there is a janitor on staff. I expect a lot of doo-doo soon. I do.
Yo, what's up, Nick? Taking a sip? Yo, my name is Nick, and I'm taking a sip.
They're probably all the way in your abdomen right now. You know what I mean.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a freestyle rapper in my free time. Not a lot of people know, not many people know that. Yo, Gia. Thank you. Based and cringe pilled for 9 months. That's crazy. Holy shit. 10 viewers. Thank you. So we just rolled into round 100. We got 50 left. This is gonna be a wild ride. We are taking approximately 7 to 10 minutes per round. Like, it's so slow. It is so slow. No, I am not, because I don't like the warm weather. I like I don't know. I like you know, 65 is okay, I guess, but I really don't like the heat. I love that cold weather. This spring weather is okay, I guess. Humidity, I hate humidity, and anything above 80, I am not a fan. Definitely not a fan. Yeah, I like being cold. Like, I have an air conditioner blowing on me right now. Like, it's just blowing on me. It's off camera, though. Because I gotta keep everything behind the scenes. You know how it is. So how's your guys' day? How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling all right? Everybody having a good time? I like being cold when I sleep. What's funny, since you were talking about temperature, I actually don't like being cold when I wake up. That's the one time I don't like being cold. I don't know. It, like, I'm still kind of like groggy, and just takes me a minute to get acclimated. I don't know. I'm just a weird guy. Just a one weird guy. God, I wish YouTube didn't copyright everything. This is like one of those times where you just like need music. God, I can't believe it takes 10 minutes around. In under 30 degrees. I can't remember if I was in that cold of weather, but there was frost. Sorry, this mouthpiece. There was frost on the ground when I woke up and on our tent, and it was pretty cold. Yeah, I did not like that. So I did a test off stream, testing to see if power vacuum actually sped up the process. Oh, wow. That's good. You and Lego got 20 or 10 wins today? Hell yeah. Do you get rewards in ranked? Nice. That's dope. And Treyarch, it's a Treyarch mode, so that's good as far as I'm concerned. How's the volume to gameplay ratio? Can you guys hear the game but also hear me properly? I think I tested it out a little bit earlier. It seemed okay. Awesome, awesome. You just let me know if anything is out of whack. Hey, yo, what's up, Hans? Glad you made it. You're trying to get the 100 win cam. Okay. I'm surprised Lego doesn't have everything unlocked already. He's frickin' Lego unlocked. He's also the grind champion. Well, like I said, Hans, I'm trying to stream every day. Starting a little later than I'd like to, but I've been waking up a little later than anticipated, which, I don't know. I'm a night owl, so I guess we'll just stream a little later then. Seems like most of you guys are night owls too. Raise your hand if you're a night owl. That's what I like to hear, man. I know Killa is. Yep, there it is. I know Killa is because I think he works late. Damn, we got a bunch of night owls in here. What's that picture next to the guy raising their hand? It's Friday. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I want to start streaming earlier at like after dinner time, but I just never do. I just have to accept that this is when I'm gonna start, I guess. I'll try to move it down a little bit. Oh, you got off earlier? Like, oh, you mean earlier than normal. I see what you mean. Are you still working at the restaurant? Nice, nice. Hell yeah, dude. Somebody's got to make the Whoppers, bro. You know, I have a rule of thumb, and I know this is like totally not original thinking, but like straight up, if people treat anybody like in the restaurant industry like shit, I automatically deem them a bad person. I used to work at restaurants, and dude, there's just so many people that actually treat the wait staff like garbage. The only time I will get frustrated with customer service, and I just did this the other day, I try not to do it, but I got pretty pissed. I bought a new monitor for my desk, okay? And it broke. Dead pixels happened. And, yo, what's up, Blondie? So there's a line of dead pixels in the monitor, okay? It was a $1,000 monitor. I got it for half off, but whatever, it's besides the point. So I call LG, and their LG's customer service team, they actually, it's crazy that I'm about to say this sentence out loud. They actually don't understand technology. When I was trying to explain to the person on the phone, and I talked to multiple people, when I was trying to explain to them what was going on about how there was dead pixels, and this is like a common issue, and it's just, you know, it can't not everything's gonna pass quality control, and shit happens. They literally didn't understand what dead pixels were. And I was like, do you see how there's a line across the screen? And they thought it was physical damage. Like, she literally didn't understand what it was. And she asked me to go through a series of arbitrary tests that do nothing, which in their defense, they have to do. So, you know, I complied and everything, but I was getting like really frustrated. And it's just like, how are you gonna hire people that don't understand your product that you're selling? I'm not saying they have to be familiar with like every fucking product, but there should be departments that specialize in every product type. Anyway, enough bitching. I mean, is that too much to ask? Like, even if you hire a waiter, like even if you're you know, working at a restaurant, right? And the person's like, oh, what kind of sandwiches do you recommend? And then you're like, I don't actually know our menu. Like, well, you're not, then you're kind of a shit employee. Customers still shouldn't treat you like shit, but you're kind of a bad employee. You know, the right answer is actually, you know, we have a lot of great sandwiches. I love the Reuben personally, and it goes great with our French onion soup. I think you'd really like, you know, I expect a little bit of care. Yeah, I have seen the Waffle House fights. No, of course you should always be nice, but at the same time, like, like, the customer, like, we're paying for products. And, like, part of paying for a product is the service involved. So the service should also be respectful in turn. It's a two-way street, but if you're just an asshole to waitstaff because you think they're genuinely beneath you, that's like a totally different thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm done giving life lessons for the day until the next life lesson comes up in a minute. But yes, the Waffle House fights are amazing, dude. One of those women was on the news. She was like, I throw down. She was white trash as hell. It was amazing. I really only get frustrated, to be honest. I really only get frustrated when I'm on a call. What really bothers me about customer service? Sorry, I'm like going on this tangent. But what really bothers me about customer service, right, is I hate calling the line, and I hate when they're like, say the prompt that you want. It's like, no, dude, let me just press a button. Why do I have to speak to a robot? Like, how? I just think that's so fucking demeaning. Say what department you want. And then I'm like, my monitor's broken. And they're like, can you repeat that? My monitor's broken. Refrigerators. I'm like, fuck you. So that annoys me. And then you get somebody on the phone who doesn't actually know what they're talking about. And I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, I paid you, like, I mean, granted, I only paid $500 for the product. I got it half off, but like I said, but I theoretically, that monitor was $1,000. You make me talk to a robot and then put me in touch with a person who doesn't understand the issue at hand, and then you want me to like tell you that I had a good customer service experience, and on top of that you want me to like not be frustrated. Like, I wasn't mad at the customer service agent. I'm mad at LG's hiring manager who doesn't know how to hire the correct people for the job. Like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. This is when I actually got kind of pissed, and I wish I didn't, but you know, hey, life happens. She was like, can you text message me a photo of the screen? I was like, text you? What? And she just texted me, like, she's like, send me an MMS, and I'm like, I don't even know what decade it is right now. Why not just email? Oh my god. You're an honorary robot? I don't mind AI. It's like, the way I look at AI is like, I know a lot of people are like freaking out. They're like, oh, AI is going to take our jobs. The issue with AI that I think is concerning is the idea of a sentient AI. And I bet that can happen, because if we program AI to have some sort of moral code, why couldn't it develop the, like, I think humans tend to think that they're like unique, right? Like, we're these, like, we have this individual unique footprint, and we do to an extent, like with our genetic code. Like, I get that, but like, you could like, one thing is like, people are like, well, AI could never recreate art. Well, yes it can. Oh, okay, well, AI can't recreate art with imperfections in it like a human. Yes it can. Yes it can. It can actually take in art, and now it can create imperfect art like a Monet painting or whatever. So all these things that we've deemed unique and special to humans, like, is actually algorithmic in a sense, and it's kind of demeaning in a way. It's kind of fucked up. However, if you look at AI as a tool, like here's a perfect example. Back in the day, I'm going to use painting again. Back in the day, when when like kings and queens were getting memorialized before they would like leave their position of power, they would get a painting of them, similar to like the presidents and whatnot. And let's see, how that round took 15 minutes. Holy shit. So they would get memorialized, they would get a painting. Okay, well now, like later in life, a camera came along and did that instantaneously. Well, not sort of. Like when the initial camera came out, it was a big process to set up. Let's see if power vacuum speeds up this process. So we have seen leaps in technology in our past before, and in a way you could say it's not artificial intelligence necessarily, but you could say the camera, the video camera, the microphone, the printing press, these are huge leaps in technology that revolutionize the way that we interact with the world. And that's how I think we should look at AI. We shouldn't look at it as like, oh, it's going to replace our jobs. It should like add to our jobs. Like, do we really need men and women like driving around the country, wasting time away from their families, like delivering products, if we could have computers somehow do it? What if we could program those people to manage the inventory or whatever, and they could spend more time at home? Like, that would be awesome. So I just think it depends on how we utilize it. Like, a good tool for AI for YouTube is to type in like any ideas for video. Like, that's a really good one. Yeah, but people have said the same thing about the printing press and all that shit, and I don't think it will. I really don't. I don't think it will. Maybe it will eventually. Like if it, like I said, if it becomes like sentient or whatever, and there's some sort of, if it can somehow replace humans to the point where it's like it's superior to us. But if we use it as a tool, it will never replace our jobs, because we are, in fact, the ones in control of it. But if it can somehow take control of us, then that's a different question, which is worrisome. I'm not saying it's not serious and we shouldn't worry about stuff like that, but what jobs would it replace that, like, people, like, do we really need like what's a job that you're afraid of it being replaced? I think something that could be weird is like maybe a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant with no employees. Like, but there still needs to be some employees to manage the actual AI tools, make sure they're all up and running, to clean the stoves. I mean, are they going to use robots to like clean the grease and shit? Or I don't know. Like, I guess we'd have to see how strong the AI is. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more, because there are some really interesting components here that I think are worth discussing. Well, apparently, like, McDonald's is putting out the first like non-employee McDonald's pretty soon, which is really weird. I don't think it's that far off. Another thing that I'm not a fan of. I will say I don't agree with this. Yeah. Apparently they're like building it like right now. But here's something I don't like. I don't want to merge AI with human beings. I don't like that. I am not into transhumanism or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. Where you basically, like, Elon Musk is building this thing called Neuralink, and it basically allows you to have a computer chip in your brain. Yeah, cyberpunk, where you can control things with your mind, essentially. Like, it would have I'm making this part up, but it would have like essentially a Bluetooth chip in it And then you could play PS5 with your brain. Imagine laying in bed playing COD Zombies with your mind. Yeah, no, I know he does. I've seen it with the monkeys. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't like that. I don't like the transhumanism stuff. That stuff creeps me out. You can see videos of it, and there's lots of leaked videos of the monkeys and shit that they've done experiments on. It's kind of creepy. Not a fan. I don't really mind using technology in my hands, like this, or like a camera, or like a phone. What if I'm in control of it in an external way, like I'm interacting with the technology externally as a tool, like a camera to me is no different than a hammer, right? It's a tool to get a certain type of job done. And if I insert that hammer into my body, now I'm just a machine, right? Like I mean, it's transhumanism. That's what it is. Like, I'm no different than you know, a bobcat on the side of the road. It's weird. Yeah, cyborg. It's creepy. I don't like that. Yo, thank you guys for the support on this stream. Listen to me ramble about fucking cyborgs. I really need to start researching this stuff. Because in a way, it's like kind of cool, but like I said, as soon as you start injecting the technology into our actual organs, is that a bridge too far? What do you guys think? Do you think injecting a computer chip, a microchip into your brain to be able to perform tasks outside of the general human scope, do you think that is a problem? If you do think it's a problem, type 1. If you don't think it's a problem, type 2. And then if you think you're like indifferent to it, and you're like, well, it's no different than, you know, getting a fake arm or a fake leg when a person loses a limb or some shit like that. Type 3. So most people don't think it's a good idea. Okay. I am kind of presenting it as a negative, so I'm sorry for my bias creeping in. I'm just curious what you guys think. The robot police dogs in New York. I did not. That is kind of weird. Uh-oh, Killer Iceman coming in with a foe. That's true. That's interesting. It can. How tight would the security be upon a device injected into your body? That's a great point. That is a really good point. I'd never have thought about that. That's fair, Blondie. Like, let's say you were a war vet and you step on an IED and you lose complete function in your brain, and then we could put a microchip in your brain and it helps you communicate. How that is fucking cool. But it's kind of like those couples that you know, find out they're having a handicapped child, and they change their genome and shit, and like can pick. Yeah, that's a thing too, with CRISPR. Like, are we playing God, or are we using tools to our advantage? The robot police dogs are going to be armed? No way. No way. When I finish this. Hold on. I have to look this up. Can you find an article and send it to me so I can read it really quick? Oh, well, the reason I stopped doing it is because I just I didn't have time. Like, I might take you up on it eventually, but right now it's like just not in the cards. Like, I can make good enough thumbnails, but like it takes so much time to do it. Yeah, it's just not a skill I can focus on right now. But I really do appreciate that. Did we even get to the next round? I don't even remember. Huh. That's crazy. I did not hear about that. I remember during the, during COVID, there was like these robot like flying things. I don't remember what country it was in. It actually might have been in the US. In New York. It was either in New York or Canada. But there were like these robot flying things that were like telling people to get inside and shit. It was kind of creepy. I'd be pretty pissed. It should be more than that. We should be at 10 plus per round. Yeah, I mean, it takes me anywhere for 1 to 3 hours to create a thumbnail that I like to use. Like this thumbnail for this stream, it probably took me 2 hours to make, you know, finding everything and shit. And it's like, if I make a video, which my videos that are like 20 to 30 minutes long, they take me anywhere from however long the video game is that I have to play. So let's just say, if it was Dead Island 2, that video game took me 3 days or 4 days to beat. Then it took me a day to write the script, and then it took me a day to write the script and record the voiceover, and then it took me a day to edit. So it takes me anywhere from takes me like a week to make a video, and like adding a whole extra day process for the thumbnail is like just so, yeah, it's just, well, it depends. Power vacuum does help a little bit, but not that much. That's what's kind of sad. Well, yeah, the thing with thumbnails now is like, I understand how to make what I want. Like before, I really didn't. I would be like just kind of cropping stuff and moving it around. But now I know, okay, it has to have a face. It has to have text. It has to have a background that is bright and colorful, but not as saturated as the person, so that the person's the focus, not the background. I have to make it blurred out a little bit and oversaturated but darker. I have to outline the character in a certain way to make them stand out so that they're bright. Like, just, I have like a whole process, and I actually have honed it in now. The problem is sometimes I'll make the whole thumbnail that I'll have in my head, and then it looks like shit, and then I have to like make a whole new one. So that's why it'll take me anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours. Yo, what's up, Thriller? His name's Thriller J. He likes to play on YouTube when he streams all day. He used to play Roblox, but that's not okay because they have video or shit. They have levels about puberty. Dude, check out that stream, dude. Yo, what's up, DX? Yeah, dude, people, I'm actually known in the zombies community for my rap skills. Most people aren't aware of that. Yeah, well, the thumbnail is the most important part of the video. Well, and title. So your thumbnail and your title are the most important elements, because if you make a video that's amazing, how is anybody going to know if you didn't entice them correctly with the thumbnail and title? I am big on the OnlyFats, but Spesh and I have kind of like put a hold on that, and our investors are actually super pissed. Exactly, which is why I hired a thumbnail editor for my Black Ops 4 series. Oh, it's on Discord, God. I'm not gonna open Discord because it's gonna. Can you send it? Oh shit, maybe I can. It's just probably, I don't want my game to crash because it's been open for like 4 days. I'll try it. Hold on. I'll have to finish this round first. Uh-oh. Yo, welcome to the alpha cuck level, dude. How's it feel to be the most dominant personality, but to also get cucked on the side? Hell yeah. I like making thumbnails too. I hate making them for streams. I hate it because I'm sorry, this is gonna sound like very snobby. I don't mean it like that, but my streams, they don't necessarily correlate to a high number of views with as my videos. So it's like I always am like, how much time do I want to invest in making thumbnails for a game that I'm going to be replaying over and over and over and over? However, I've been watching other creators reuse thumbnails, and I have made general thumbnails that I reuse from time to time, and I'm just like, fuck it. Like, if I'm playing the same shit over and over and over for a few days, I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna have the same thumbnail. Okay, I don't want everybody to see my Discord. Oh, Boston Dynamics? Okay. Alright. So, New York City officials unveiled 3 new high-tech policing devices Tuesday, including robotic dog that critics called creepy when it first joined the police pack 2.5 years ago. The new devices, which also include GPS tracker for stolen cars and cone-shaped security robot, will be rolled out in a manner that is transparent, consistent, and always done in close collaboration with the people we serve, said Police Commissioner Keychant Sewell. What? That's a weird name. Who joined Mayor Eric Adams, blah, 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 blah. DigiDog is out of the pound. City's first robot dog was leased in 2020 by Bill de Blasio. Adams says he won't bow to the anti-robot dog pressure. A few loud people were opposed to it, and we took a step back. That's not how I operate. I operate on looking what's best for the city. It's a 70-pound dog. That's crazy. I mean, I can see if you have a barricaded suspect sitting in the robot. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, can the robot assess situations as a human can? Will used in shopping centers. It will be used in shopping centers and other locations for several years. Will be joined at first by a human partner, and then eventually it will be left on its own. I suppose that's what they're intending. That's so weird. That's just weird. That's just weird. And the thing is, like, I've seen these Boston Dynamics dogs before. I mean, these were all over YouTube a couple years ago. I remember when they were making the rounds. Holy chin! Look at this guy's chin! Look at this guy's fucking chin! You see this chin? Look at this guy's chin! What is going on here? Get this guy a frickin' robot doctor, dude. Because he is a tumor. Holy crap. You know how when people say to, like, girls are like, yo, back that ass up. Like, back that chin up, dude. Holy shit. Do they have, more? Does he have more chins? I want to see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of the way he talks. He's not even fat. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Uh-oh. All right. It reminds me of the Crimson Chin from, what was that show? The Fairly Odd Parents? Holy shit. That was great. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for that. That was exactly what I needed. Yo, what's up, Luke? Oh, dude, I use my PS5 all the time. Been using it right now for Jedi Survivor. Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, I'm sure it's super quick, and it will never get tired either. Not much, dude. We were just laughing at some robot. We were talking about AI, and then we're trying to get to round 150 on classified. We'll probably get to round... I mean, I was gonna try to get to round 120 tonight, but I don't even know if we're gonna be able to do that. We've been going for... How long's the stream been going on? It's 30 minutes, and we've gone 4 rounds. So if it takes 5 rounds an hour, I think we might get to round 110. I don't want to use power vacuum because I want to actually beat this like kind of legit, but it's so slow. Yeah, definitely, dude. I have my PS5, my Xbox Series X, my Nintendo Switch all plugged into my PC, and that's how I play. You need something called you need something called a capture card. I don't know how much money you have to spend on a bunch of equipment, but you can get them. You can get off-brand ones for 20 to 60 bucks, or you can get a decent one for from a name brand that's trustworthy. That is approximately $100 to $120, and that's what I would recommend because it'll last you for fucking ever. But all you do is you plug the capture card into your PC via USB, and then you plug the PlayStation into the back of the capture card with the HDMI, and then you take another HDMI cable and plug it into your TV or your monitor. Well, that's just how computers work. That's just how chips work. They get hot. They're designed to get hot, so that's okay. Dude, RE4 is so good. I've been cringing. I've been wanting to play it recently, but I haven't because there's so many other games out there right now. So wait, did you what's it called? Did you 100% it on PC? Yeah, the snipers in Cold War suck. Yeah, there's a... you don't need a second monitor, but it would... Because you could just, I mean, you don't need one, but it would be helpful. Because then you would have to pull chat up on your phone or something, you know? It would be helpful, but... But did you get it? I thought you were playing RE4 on your PC though. Or are you a PlayStation 5 gamer through and through? But yeah, I mean, having a second monitor would be helpful because then you can have OBS and your stream open on the second channel or on the second monitor, and then the game on the whatever monitor you prefer. They are expensive. I think they're also more affordable now, but like I think the best setup to get, if I could ever recommend a setup to get for people, it would be a PC with like a 3070 and like a Ryzen, 3950X or something, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1080p 120 hertz monitor, or 1440p if you can muster up the money, and then a PlayStation 5, and then a Series S if you really want the Xbox, or just get PC Game Pass. Dude, I know. I saw the tweet making that rounds. Dude, that guy is fucking off his rocker. Yeah, I mean, the 1660 is a fine card. Like, it's not a bad card, but the problem is, like, I don't recommend anything below a 20. Like, I would tell people to get a 2070 over the 2060, like a 2070 Super or 2080 Super, simply because I want people to have access to DLSS, and I want people to be able to have future proof. I want them to be, and I don't know how future proof the 1660 Ti would be, especially since we're seeing things like Jedi Survivor launching and not even being able to run on 4090s. Yeah, DLSS is literally how all these games are coming out and running so well. Like, that's it. That's it. Sped up video of the process of 3D art. Let's see. Alright, it'll probably be in an hour and a half, though. Oh, yeah, you do have to have a Switch. Like, the thing is I don't consider the Switch, in my mind, like, I don't consider it part of the console wars. I consider Nintendo as, like, their own thing. Yeah, I don't like the snipers in Black Ops Cold War. I think they're all slow as hell to use, and they're just super boring. Ooh, that was nice. Are we done? How long is this video? Holy shit. So is all this footage inside of the all these files are inside of the game? That's what I don't understand. Is like, how do you access all these files? And then, like, what are you even doing here? Is this you? You mean like an Xbox Series X, like, mixed with a Nintendo, like a hybrid console, or do you mean like the brand? Nintendo will never budge. They are so iconic. I think they could do some really cool partnerships. The problem with Nintendo's consoles is they're not powerful enough, so like they can't play any Xbox games, which is so shitty. And they have to stream everything and do like cloud stuff. But yeah, Nintendo, dude, they can do whatever the hell they want. They, like, I don't know if you saw that Phil, what's his name again? Whatever, the CEO of Microsoft. And he was doing an interview where he was talking about how they're in third place in the console wars. But I mean, I don't like that, because I feel like the console wars are just between Microsoft and PlayStation. So are all these little balls like pivot points on the actual item, and then what, you can export this and then it's like its own thing? Interesting. It looks pretty good, man. Not gonna lie, that looks really good. Yeah, I know that people use Greyhound. I honestly think it's a hideous looking gun, but those textures look really good. Yeah, I wonder what Switch is gonna do, or Nintendo's gonna do with I genuinely wonder what Nintendo's gonna do with the next gen. Are they actually gonna put out another console? Are they gonna put out a Switch 2? I go back and forth. Part of me thinks that they will put out a Switch 2, but the other part of me thinks that they don't want to just put out the same fucking console. Yeah, well, it'll just be cloud, you know, it'll be cloud-based, but I don't even know if it's gonna happen. And you know what's funny? Like 7 months ago, I made a video talking about how Xbox's deal wasn't gonna go through. DX, did I thank you for becoming a member? Yes, I did. Alpha Cup. I think Nintendo. Okay, all right, let's think about it. They came out with the regular Nintendo back in the 80s. Then they came out with the Super Nintendo. Then they came out with the GameCube, I think. Or no, 64. Then the GameCube. Then they came out with the Wii, the Wii U, and then the Switch. So I think that they want to. I think personally that they have created the perfect balance of a console, which is why the Steam Deck is so popular. But imagine if the Steam Deck could play 1080p 60 FPS or 1080p 120 FPS games when you docked it into a TV. That would be fucking sweet. So a lot of people want the Switch to be able to do 4K 30 FPS or 1080p 60 FPS and 720p 120 FPS, which I think is a lot to ask for a Nintendo. I think that they should stick to 1080p 60, maybe 4K when you like are watching a movie and you want to dock and you want to like watch YouTube videos or something. But I don't think their games need to be 4K. Like their audience doesn't give a shit about that. Playing handheld doesn't matter. Their games look really good for even how long this hardware has lasted. We are on round 106. So I think Nintendo has found the perfect balance of console. It is portable. It is family friendly. It is great for co-op games. Like you can literally take the controllers off the side and now you have two controllers with you wherever you go. You can play Mario Party on an airplane with your dad. You know what I mean? So they've literally have created the perfect co-op portable console experience. I don't think they're just going to give that up, but I also don't think that they want to just make the Switch 2. I just can't see them like being so lazy. But and this is another take that I heard from a podcast that I listened to called Friends Per Second, and they were saying that Nintendo isn't a hardware company, they're a software company. Well, I've already downed, and no, I'm not going to die because we're trying to get to round 150. And it's pretty much been like this for 30 rounds, so nothing's going to change. This is just how it goes. Yeah, the Switch and the Steam Deck are like the best consoles of all time because of their portability, the fact that you can plug them into anything, and have a great experience. Their problem is they're not powerful enough, and that's because of the portability, which is something you sacrifice. So I don't know. I could see the Nintendo kind of coming out with like two consoles, essentially, like a Switch 2, and then like an actual console that can play all the same games at a higher frame rate or something. I don't know. I could see them maybe doing something like that, but that doesn't really make a ton of sense either. So I don't know, man. I'm a little all over the place. I just don't think they want to make the Switch 2 or the Switch Pro. I think they would rather make something else. Kind of. I'm not a huge fan. The Switch OLED's dope, but it's no different than the regular Switch. Like, it's all the same internals. Like, it's not any more powerful. It's a more beautiful screen, that's for freaking sure. Far Cry is okay. It's not my favorite series, but I really liked Far Cry 5. I've been meaning to play Far Cry 6 for a long time, but I keep putting it off because my backlog of video games is just like immensely long. I wish they made the Switch OLED more powerful. Like, it's actually kind of a shame that they didn't up it just a bit. But then again, that's the, you know, that's what the Switch 2 or whatever it would be. Yo, what's up, Sleeper? How you doing, bruh? Did you have a good day at school? Yo, thanks for all the support on the stream, guys. I really appreciate that. Thank you for Luke and DX for becoming members or remembering up. Definitely appreciate that. Hell yeah, Big Al. You know, the PS3, I actually didn't own that. I had the 360 at that time, and at that time in my like gaming career or whatever you want to my gaming preference, I wasn't a double console holder most of the time. I always flipped between them. So, like, when I was young, I had the 64, and then I got, like, a Dreamcast, and then I got, you know, a PS2. And, like, my friends had Xbox Ones, and then I got the 360. So I actually never had the PS3. Or if I did, I don't remember. Wait, actually, you know what? That might be a lie, because I remember playing The Last of Us Part 1. Did that come out? Did that come out on PS3? Because I must have had it at the end of its life cycle or something. Because I know I mostly had a 360. Because I remember, you know what? It's all coming back to me. I did have the 360, and then I got a PlayStation 3 at the very, very end. I played The Last of Us, and then I remember like the Xbox One came out, and I got in a car accident, and I took the insurance money and I went and bought an Xbox One. Yeah, I'll have to. I'm sure it was great. I just remember having a 360 at the time. And yeah, BO4 was well, he's saying severely. He just misspelled it with a A. Yes, BO4 was supposed to be a way bigger game, Al. God, it's so weird seeing Big Al up there. Dude, that's what people used to call me when I was a kid. It's like triggering me to like past lives.
There is a little bit of an aftertaste.
Anyway, yes, it was supposed to be a way bigger game, and then basically what happened is Treyarch got pulled from working on this game because of the poor reception from fans, because everybody was... This was a dark time, but everybody was pissed about this game for some reason or another, even though everybody loved Blackout, and the zombies was really good, but people were mad about the perk system and how the game was broken at launch, which is totally reasonable to be upset about those things, but it's not. Anyway, no, you're not offending me. You are not offending me. You are perfectly reasonable, or being perfectly reasonable. I'm just saying it's like, it's just bringing me back. I just haven't heard that name in such a long time. And I had a bad upbringing with my dad, and he was the one that him and his friend would call me that, and it just reminds me of those times. That's all. You're not doing anything wrong. It's not offensive. I didn't mean triggering as in like offensive. I meant triggering as in like reminding. But yes, Black Ops 4 was supposed to have a way bigger launch, and since the game was poorly received, and there were all these issues with the development, and then Sledgehammer and Raven were working on their own Call of Duty, which was supposed to be Cold War. Yeah, that's right. Sledgehammer and Raven were actually the ones working on. They were the ones working on Cold War, and Treyarch took it over and had to rebuild everything essentially from the ground up because Sledgehammer and Raven couldn't get along. That's the story, at least. I don't know how true it all is, but from what I understand, and I've heard from certain sources, that this is pretty much the facts. I'm sure they're a little different here and there. And then Treyarch was pulled from development to work on Sledgehammer and Raven's mess, and from that point on, another team entirely took over Zombies and a few people from Treyarch, and that's why the Ether storyline sucks so much. Yeah, I like all the Black Ops games too, but you can see that there's a severe dip in quality from mid 2019 onward. Like basically after Ancient Evil, everything went downhill after that. Like Treyarch, I'm not saying that like the games are bad quality, but from what Treyarch's standard normally is, it's dipped because Activision has been spreading them so thin, covering up all other studios' mistakes, and it makes me feel really bad for Treyarch, and it makes me feel really mad because think about all the cool shit we could have gotten. Think about all the cool shit that we could have gotten. Yo, Andre, Black Ops 4 is my favorite zombies. So, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3 are all my favorite. It just depends on my mood. Right now, Black Ops 4 is my favorite. But that might change. I know, and it's a shame. Dude, me too. I remember figuring out, actually I miss, honestly I feel like about Cold War. Yeah, exactly, because the initial workings of it were made by Sledgehammer and Raven. And then Treyarch made Blackout 2, they made the campaign, and then D Machina is basically like Sledgehammer's creation. And Alpha Omega was mostly made by Treyarch, but they never finished it. Another studio finished it. Yeah, all the maps in Black Ops 4 are awesome. I'm not a Tagged or a Totem fan, but for the most part, all the maps are really good. Yeah. And you know what? Black Ops 3 had a ton of developmental issues too, but for some reason they pulled that game off. And COD 2024 will be the first time that Treyarch has had their own development cycle, and they're getting an extra year because of this like double year. And I'm assuming if the game is received well, that it will get supported for 2 years, unless Activision fucks Treyarch again and only gives them 1 year. I'll still play all the Treyarch maps, but on Black Ops 4, but I really don't like Alpha Omega. Part of the reason I don't like it is I think the quest is really bad. And I think that the map itself is really bad. Like, I don't know, man, it just doesn't feel right compared to everything else. And I don't like the way it looks. We were talking about this yesterday. I just don't like the way Tiger Toad looks. I think it's so ugly. And I know that's a little bit of a, you know, different opinion because everybody thinks it's beautiful, and I do think the sunset is beautiful, but it's always in my fucking eyes. Like, I need to be able to see, and the sun's so bright, I can't see. I just don't like the way it looks, and I feel like it was a letdown. And Alpha Omega, I like as a map, but I personally I don't like the Easter egg. I think the Easter egg is kind of lame. Well, part of it. I don't know. I go back and forth with that one, to be honest with you. You only have 3 original maps and classified. Well, you should have, if you just have the base game of Black Ops 4, you should have Voyage of Despair 9 and Blood of the Dead, which Blood of the Dead is a reimagining. And so it's, well, all the Ether maps on Black Ops 4 are reimaginings. Yeah, Treyarch just needs to be left alone. Yeah, I don't hate Victus, but they're not my favorite. They're definitely not my favorite. Oh yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. I never hated, the thing about Advanced Warfare Zombies is I never hated it per se, but that's because I started playing at World at War Zombies, right? And then I stopped playing video. I've told the story to chat a million times, so sorry for repeating myself, but to the new people, I played Zombies for a long time, like from 2008 to 2010, but I didn't know that like there was new Black Ops games and stuff because I wasn't really into gaming, so I like missed out on Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and then I just started getting into gaming again when The Last of Us Part 1 came out for PlayStation 3. Like I was saying, that's the game that got me back into gaming. And then I bought an Xbox One and got into GTA. Still wasn't super hardcore into gaming, but then I bought Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 at the same time. And I didn't know Black Ops 3. I started Advanced Warfare first, essentially. And I was playing Advanced Warfare Zombies, and I was like, holy shit, Zombies has come such a long way. And I was like really digging it. And then my buddy was like, dude, you gotta play Black Ops 3, that's the game. And I started playing it, and then I fell in love. So like, I definitely think that Black Ops 3 is like a better game than Advanced Warfare in terms of zombies, but I didn't think Advanced Warfare was like that bad. It's just not as good. Side E's carry Alpha Omega. What are the side Easter eggs on that map? Like typing in the codes and shit? I mean, pretty much all Zombies games are overhated except for Vanguard. Vanguard's the only one that deserves actual hate because it was shit. And Activision needs to learn their lesson and not do shit like that. Like, just don't make zombies. It's that simple. Just don't make it. It would be like if you guys all came over for dinner and you were like, what's for dinner tonight? And then I just like shit on a plate and put a fork next to it. Like I shouldn't make dinner then. You know? Like just don't make dinner. Oh yeah, I do like the mannequin stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about the disco party. Yeah, and that's why Alpha or Tagged or Totem doesn't have that many side Easter eggs from what I remember. I mean, I guess you could say like the Wonder Weapons, but that's true. The perk system was pretty weak, and the pack system was very weak. It was really weird. Yeah, I guess we could say there's 3 Wonder Weapons. I don't like the Tundra Gun. Okay, fine, it does. I know I'm being difficult. I'm being difficult. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's just a bummer. That's true. That's true. I'll give you that. But it's really hard to get the Thunder Gun or the Tundra Gun. It's like really hard to get them. I never get them. And I hate the Wonderwall thing. Ugh. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, Shino Numa, here's the thing. Shino Numa wasn't a bad map. The Easter egg was fine. And you know what? That gave me hope for zombies. The Archon, I don't even know what the fuck that was. That was stupid. But Shino Numa was like, I was like, oh my god, Treyarch's in there. Treyarch's in there, guys. Exactly. Green Terra maldict these nuts. Next time I know insta kills. Hell yeah. I know. I honestly, I purposefully don't use it. Just because, like I don't use it on Easter eggs purposely because it's so overpowered. And it makes every Easter egg so fucking easy. And you know what? Because I don't use it that frequently, like, I have learned that, I've learned that you can actually fight the, Odin's Eye on Voyage of Despair with oh, what was the gun with the, or I've done it with the Hades, and you can also do it with sniper rifles, and it's like not that bad. I know. And you know, like, I'm even sympathetic to certain things in storytelling where it's like, oh, they traveled back to the same area. Like, okay, fine. Like, I get it. But It's kind of cheap in video games. It's just kind of cheap. Just kind of cheap. Shoot the Hades eye with a Spitfire. What do you mean the Hades eye? Oh, Odin's eye. Well, we should try it. We should try it sometime. If Black Ops 4 was still popular, like if it was still in its life cycle, I wish that I was making content at the time. I mean, I tried. I was just half-assing it. I would have done, you know, can we do the boss fight with this weapon and this weapon? I would have done all that shit. Oh no, Treyarch's definitely not the enemy. The main problem with Vanguard Zombies was that, again, it wasn't Treyarch's Zombies team that made it. It was their B team, like their multiplayer B team. Like, I don't know if you remember when Vanguard launched, there was like a Zombies breakdown of like what was going to be in the game, and it was all developers that we'd never heard of except for Miles Leslie. I think that's his name. And he's a multiplayer guy. Yeah, no, I mean that's a big reason why. The other reason, and I'm not blaming Treyarch for this, but I'm wondering like if their management, like I forget the guy's name. I forget his name, but the guy that runs Treyarch, like Treyarch's like studio head or manager, I don't know what you would call him, CEO. I mean, I wonder if like he's the one accepting those jobs. Like if he's the one talking to Bobby Kotick, and Bobby Kotick's like, you know, and his team is like, you know, we really need Treyarch to like step up and do this. And I wonder if Treyarch's manager's like, yep, we can handle it. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. And then he just like puts it on the devs to like get it done when they don't have the capacity to do it. I wonder if like, because obviously like the Treyarch devs are not like sitting around like, how can we add more to our plate? It comes from upper management. So like, does upper management have to accept this thing? Is that part of their contract? Like, that's what I wonder. I don't know. Yep. Bobby Kotick. That man is the definition of bad. I'm not saying that it's easy to manage a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't think it is, but it just seems like when I see stuff like that, what is his name? Phil Spencer, the guy who runs Xbox. When I see videos of Phil Spencer being so transparent with the community versus like how Treyarch, or not Treyarch, but like Activision is with the community, it like kind of blows my mind a little bit. Like, they can be transparent. They just don't want to be. God damn. We've been almost streaming for a little over an hour, and we've only gone up almost 10 rounds. That is fucking pathetic. Oh man, guys, this is a video game, that's for sure. It is and it isn't actually. It's just long. Like, I just wish it was faster, but this is as fast as you can do it, honestly. Here's what I like about it. I like the kind of resource management element. Like, I'm constantly trying to, you know, kill the zombies, obviously, and then I grab my shield. I can't, like, screw this, like, this whole system up, you know? And you can screw it up. I've done it. So, yeah, I would say that's probably a little more fun, to be honest, but yeah, I can see that. Dude, the riot gun is better than the, I think, well, which one's the drummed gun? The other shotgun, I think, is better. I think you're right. But yeah, if it gives you Penthouse vibes, does it give you Hustler and Playboy vibes, or just Penthouse? You know what also kind of pisses me off about Modern Warfare 2? Not that we were really talking about that, but their campaign was actually pretty good. Yeah, I agree with you, Luke, because when I was redoing the playthrough, like that PC playthrough I was playing, you know, on stream and stuff, I remember you saying that the riot gun was better, and I traded it anyway because I saw there was more damage with the striker. But as I've been using it, I'm like, I have to really, like, get up in there to kill the zombies, and it's more satisfying to have a tighter spread. You know why? You know why I know exactly why you know exactly what I said, Thriller? Because you called me old. You know exactly what I mean. You're lying. You know exactly what I mean. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Nope, it's lies. Now you're just capping, straight up capping, brah. Someone's got hat head over there because they straight up capping, dog. Yeah, dude, I'm diverse as fuck. What is, what's the generation after Gen Z?
Fetch me their souls. I really am getting tired.
Is it, it's like Generation Alpha? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. No, I think it is Alpha. And it's funny because most of those, kids are all betas. So, I'm just kidding. No, no way. No, that is, I'm sorry, I have to push back on that. One of the things about being heavily online, like us, people like us, is we have to remember that, whoa. Holy shit. I didn't know that could happen. That's dope. Hold on a second. The thing we have to remember about being heavily online people, guys, is that a lot of the things that we think are happening. Don't get me wrong, but are hyper, they're like fixations of hyper reality. So like when we think of all the people that like Andrew Tate, like let's just say 1 million people, you know, like Andrew Tate or whatever. When you think about in the context of the actual world, that's not very many people. But yes, I mean, I understand. I'm giving a little bit more benefit of the doubt to other generations. Like, there is a lot of cultural differences, like, from generation to generation, but, you know, there's a lot of shit happening. A lot of shit to go through. Well, what's that percentage? I don't know. But well, if it was so divide that by 5, so that'd be 0.2 in 1,000. I mean, that's a very small percentage. I think it's even less than that. Because if there's 8 billion people on the planet, and, like, you know, you could say 10 million of them like something, could be anything. What's the percentage of that? So 2 million into 8 billion. It's a microcosm. The problem is the internet is like hyper reality. Like all that shit that has been going on with Steven Crowder, like that, it's just hyper reality. Well, all you have to do is take the small number and divide it into the big number, like a fraction. So it'd be 2. You could just do 2 million over 8 billion, and you could really do 2 over 80, because you can cancel out. Oh no, not 2 over 80. It'd be 2 over 800 or 8,000. I don't know. Yeah, 2 over 800. Which should be 1 over 400. No, it has to be 4,000. I have to know. Hold on. So, if 2 million people out of the 8 billion people on Earth like something, that is 1/4 of a percentile of a percentage. Well, I have a little bit of a delay on the stream. I did 2 million. Yeah, but then you have to multiply whatever percentage you get by 100, which just moves it up 2 decimal places. God, I used to be so fucking good at math. It pisses me off that I don't use math that much anymore, because I genuinely, I was so good at it. Trig, calculus, chemistry, the only math I ever had a little bit of trouble in was stats, and that's because stats deals with like so many concepts, and when I apply concepts into math, it's like it kind of fucks with my head a little bit. But yeah, and then it's just crazy, like I haven't practiced any of that shit in such a long time. And I'm literally like just bad at math now. It's really frustrating. I don't think I ever took discrete math. That was like pretty high level shit from what I remember. I think. Why isn't it? There we go. What is discrete math though? I forget. What do you mean ride a roller coaster? Do they have roller coasters in Hawaii? Roller coasters over a volcano? I don't remember what the night nave. I'm not sure what that is. I think I took something like I took a class in psychology that was all about probability and like stats and like p-values and all sorts of shit. I am not a roller coaster guy. Why are you going to Hawaii? I thought are you going on vacation or what? Whatever happened to your girlfriend? Is she taken away by the state or what? Oh, that's cool. You guys like did that in math, like as an exercise or something? Ooh, this is a video game, boys. Well, are somebody actually committing child abuse? Because if they are, that's kind of fucked up. Or was it literally just like a swatting incident with CPS? And then what, do you just like make up a bunch of shit? Like, well, I have to tell the Knight that, you know, we're cool and we smoke weed. And then hopefully the Knight invites me back. And then once we get there, I ask him who, like, if he actually has the weed, because I forgot it, and then he gets mad at me. So how much have I now backtracked? And I find out that the knave is actually his sister, and I'm attracted to her. And now, does the Knight trust me? And how do I have a relationship with his sister? That's the kind of math problem I want to know. That's the kind of math I'm trying to do. Yo, Knight, like, see that knave over there? Yeah, bro, it's my sister. Oh, shit, dude, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say she's cute. You think I can, like, try and talk to her? Yeah, I mean, she has a boyfriend, dude, but, like, you know, you're welcome to try, I guess. Like, he's kind of an asshole. I don't really like him, but, you know, you've been kind of a dick, too. Like, you've kind of come over here and wormed your way in here saying that you had, like, you know, party favors and like you don't have anything, and now I'm like feeding you and getting you drunk, and like now you want to talk to my sister like you're kind of a POS, dude. Yeah, no, dude, like for sure, but like, I mean, she's hot, bro. Like, what do you want me to like? What do you want me to do? Just ignore that? So we got to figure out the probability of that. I think it's 1 in 1 million. Yeah, well, how'd they figure out where that they lived and shit? Like, you have to be able to, like, know who like they are and where they live to report the address. You can't just be like, I saw a girl who was skinny and her parents are starving her. Oh, that kid should be arrested. Man.
Honestly, Samantha, you really should try harder than this.
I cannot believe this round is still going.
Maybe it's over there.
I don't think that's in Black Ops 4. I think that's only in Black Ops, like every one up until this one. Isn't that the case? I don't think it is, man. Maybe it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. Well, okay, let me put it this way. It might be, but I think it's way high up. Like, I don't think it's in up to round 150, that's for sure. Oh, shit. Hold on a second, guys. My camera died. It just needs a second to charge the battery pack. It'll fix itself in a second. All right. We'll be back. I left it on all night. Well, why would she be sad, dude? Didn't you tell her that you're gonna be laying pipe on the volcanic ashes of Hawaii? Babe, it's fine. I'm only gonna be cheating on you for a few days, bro. It's chill. Just relax. We're being so sensitive. Do you guys live in the same city? I remember you said you said you lived in different, not states, but I thought you lived far away. I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering. shit, dude, it was you. No, the face cam will be back. It just died for a second. You're the one that called CPS, bro. It was you. You know where she lives. You have the most to gain from this because now that you called her, her family's upset and she's gonna rely on you to help comfort her. Oh, dude, that's genius, bro. It's a little psychotic and abusive, but it's genius, dude. She's gonna love you forever, bro. That's smart. It was. I just figured it out. I just cracked the code. All right. We'll put the face cam on after this round, whenever it ends in the next 19 months. This is like the definition of camping. I know, man. Blaze Face was fucking garbage. I know, exactly. Hold on, Thrill. I'll respond to you when I get my face cam back on. Let's see if it works now. There we go. Exactly, Thriller. I know exactly what you're saying. You would never do that. I know. I wouldn't do it either, bro. I totally get it. It's borderline abusive. All right. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's crazy to think, like, there's really only, what, 37 more rounds left? 37, right? Yeah. And, well, 36, because I think it turns on round 150. But it's like, all right, let's see if it takes, we've gone 13 rounds. I've been recording for 2 hours, but the stream's been up for almost 2 hours. It's basically been 2 hours because I was playing a little bit before I started. So it's 13 rounds per 2 hours, and it only gets longer. So 13 plus 13 is 26, 39. So it's like 4 blocks of 2. So it's basically going to take another 8 to 10 hours to complete this. And part of me wants to reset because I want to finish Redfall and Jedi Fallen Order, but like we're so deep into it, I can't reset.
I alone can lead you to your damnation. Hello?
Oops.
Am I completely alone in this endeavor? I am ready to operate, but I didn't even wash my hands.
No, actually, it's been like 15 rounds because I was started at 97 before I started recording, so, or before I started streaming. So it's been 15 rounds. So it's like 2 hours for 15 rounds, essentially. So 115 to 130 would be another 2 hours, and then 130 to 145 is... So I'd say we got 6 hours left. So let me put this in the chat. You guys want to see the completion of round 150 on stream? Or do you want me to just do it privately in my room all alone? Yo, what up? Alright, well hopefully I can finish it before Monday. Greg, how long has this Easter egg taken you to do? Like 12 hours? I'm definitely not streaming all night. Like, I'll 12:25. Did you pause or did you do it straight through? Does the timer count when you pause? I hope not. I don't want it to say like 30 hours. Oh shit. You died on 140? How? I think you actually told me this, but I don't think I asked how. How did you die? If it's a long answer and you don't want to type it, I understand, but I'm definitely curious. Was it from so much fun? That's it. It was from all the fun you were having. That's why you died. Fun can be killer. For sure. I mean, it is pretty tiring. And you end up getting in like this weird rhythm. Oh, you did? Wait, you mean so you're gonna have less time now to like make content and stuff? Where are you gonna be working? Unless it's, I mean, if it's private, you don't have to share. I don't want to like dox you or anything. Hopefully when Zombies comes back. Well, unless you just want to have a second job. Totally get it. Hopefully when frickin' COD 2024 runs around, zombies will like be flying heights. God, now I want a sandwich, man. I love sandwiches. YouTube is just freaking hard, man. Like, sometimes I just don't understand it. They don't call him the extraordinaire for nothing. I'd have you sign my, like, the paper. Hey man, welcome to the club. I'm gonna be doing them for every map as well. Probably not Blood, because I've already kind of moved on from that one. But I'm doing them for every video, so it's gonna be a good time. I'll have to watch some of your streams so I can copy your homework and figure out what the best strats are. Boom. All right, 10 million rounds left. You might as well skip this map too. What do you mean? Well, let me just tell you, for this one at least, it doesn't really, I mean, Power Vacuum doesn't, first of all, Power Vacuum doesn't work with the shield. You have to use Wraith Fires. It doesn't help that much, man. I mean, I don't think it does. I mean, it makes it easier, but I don't think it makes it that much faster, to be real. No, I'm using, oh, I forget what it's called, but Major Reinforced Charm, just the shield protecting one. The Batter Dragon scale is good. That one's really good for Rush. But no, I pretty much the only elixir I use is just Major Reinforced Charm to strengthen the shield. Because the shield health in this game is actually garbage. But yeah, I'll be honest, man. I thought having elixirs was gonna help. I mean, it does a little, but the only elixir I think is actually kind of cheating is the one that I have in the bottom slot. I forget what it's called, but it refreshes all your perks. So, like, if I get hit with Dying Wish, I can just drink it and it'll restore my Dying Wish right away. So you basically have like infinite lives. So that one's kind of cheating. But there's no round robin. Yeah, the shields are literally made of glass. Cardboard glass. And Perkaholic in this game is pretty useless. Power Vacuum is like helpful, but when you can just do this strat on every single map and just buy infinite shield, it's like you already have infinite ammo, so Max ammos don't really mean anything. And insta-kills make things go a little faster. Nukes make things go a little faster. You can get free nukes with the death machine. You know? So, yeah, it's really not as advantageous as people make them seem. Like, oh, you use OP elixirs, you cheated. It's like, if you understood how games worked, and you'd probably say a little differently. It's not that great. Yeah, refreshment. Oh yeah, that's what I'm using right now. No. What's the video you're making for Black Ops 4 again? Are you getting all... Oh, you're ranking the wonder weapons. That's right. Basically, number one is Helion Salvo. That's true. Having alchemical antithesis would be helpful. Yeah, the problem with doing round 100s is the zombies are so fast that they just knock you out, even if you have the Helion Salvo. They, like, get you in there, but so quick. At least they do with me. I don't know what maybe I'm just doing wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. No, you know what? I will say the only thing that I think Power Vacuum has really helped with is I have so many points now. So most people say that when they're using regular elixirs, like just the green ones, that they got close to running out of points. And I have 500,000 points. My points have just gone up and up and up and up and up. So that could be an advantage as well, I suppose. Just one less thing to have to worry about, to be quite honest. So you've done Classified, you've done 9. I think I saw you doing Ancient Evil earlier today, right? So what else is there? Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. That's a great point. I forgot that you lost points in Black Ops 4. Does that happen in other Call of Duties, or was it just this one? Or other zombies? For sure. I've been playing this and Jedi Survivor all day, pretty much. I'll tell you, man, sitting around playing video games all day to make content, it sounds like fun, but it can actually be really burnt. Like, it can cause a lot of fatigue, and like sometimes it just makes me really depressed. All right, Thriller, have fun in Hawaii, man. Try not to call CPS on your girlfriend anymore, all right, man? If your teammate dies, oh man, that's incentive for to not go down. Gotta get those Phoenix up gums then. Have fun in Hawaii. The only thing I can't decide on for Black Ops 4 high rounds is like what perks are good to take with you, because the first like 40-50 rounds, depending on the map, it's definitely helpful to train. Like Classified's a good map to train on. Unless you could camp, but it's fun to train in the Pentagon area. So stamina up's good, but then you're gonna want to pivot. So it's like then you got to take Secret Sauce, but if you go down, then you risk not being able to get him back in time. And Zombshell's actually a really good high round perk because it slows down the zombies. And you got to take Victorious Tortoise, you got to take Stone Cold Stronghold. Winter's Wail isn't actually that great for high rounds because there's so many zombies. It's like you'll just waste that shit so fast. Yeah, thank you guys for the support this stream. It's been a fun stream. Uh-oh. We're at 115. All right, we got to do 115 legit. We can't skip this one. Oh, it's a dog round. That's so lame.
Fetch me their souls.
Is it really? So you're telling me from 120 to 150, it's 6 more hours? Holy crap. Because right now, I'm about 2 hours for 15 rounds. But you know what? In Black Ops 3, once you get to round 80, from round 80 to round 100, it's like forever. It's so slow. So I could see it, Greg. I can believe it. All right, so my timer says 2:19. So let's see how long it takes. No, I mean, honestly, Greg, I wouldn't put it past you because the first, well, I was watching a video a while ago from Dalek about him getting to round 150, and I think he said that it's 17 minutes per round, basically 20 minutes around at round 140. So from round 140 to 150, that's 20 minutes around. Essentially, it's a little less, but that's basically 200 minutes for 10 rounds, which is essentially 3 hours. It's 3 hours for 10 rounds. So I think you're right. That's crazy. But so on stream, I started recording a couple minutes before at round 97, and we're at round 116, and I've been recording for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I thought that was a pretty good time. God, round 20, 128 on Dead Ops Arcade. That would be a nightmare. I don't think I like Dead Ops enough for that. All right, Greg, man. I'll talk to you later. Congrats on the job. Hope you're doing well. Sleep well, my friend. Glad you're on a good schedule. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't know why I said it like that. I'll talk like I'm gonna be in your house tomorrow. Hey, man. I'll talk to you later, bro. For sure, bro. Have a good night. All right, so this round started at 2:19. It's 2:22. We're still killing. After this round, I think we're gonna end this stream. And actually, I don't know. I think I might keep going for a little bit. Like, why the hell not? Well, I'm definitely going to stream. I was either going to pop on over to Twitch and stream Jedi Survivor, or was going to continue doing this, because Jedi Survivor, I'm having a hard time. Like, I have a hard time paying attention to the story and talking to people. So I kind of would rather play it by myself. And the sooner I can finish this, the sooner I can play Redfall, which I'm kind of not really looking forward to that, but... And the stream has died down a little bit, and I have to consider the YouTube number gods and how they plague my life. So it might be a good time to pivot, because we still got... I mean, I'm going to stream this tomorrow. We've been streaming for 2 hours, so if I stream for 4 hours, that means I got 2 hours left. So yeah, I think I might pivot over to Twitch, but let's go for a little bit. Okay, we are at 2:24. So it's been 5 minutes. Time slip is a hell of a perk, man. It helps so much. Like, as soon as I am done, basically, like, I'll get a Wraithfire, and then as soon as that's done, I will have a Specialist charge, and by the time the Specialist charge is done being used to kill zombies, I'll have another Wraithfire, and you can just kind of continue pivoting that system. It's very helpful. Depth perception in Black Ops 4 isn't great. I mean, it's not bad. It just isn't that special. It does help with bosses, I suppose, a little bit, mini bosses. But it's way better in Cold War. Time slip is definitely slept on for sure. And I was one of those sleeper agents, you know? Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you put it in your mod slot or do you put it somewhere else? What's your favorite modifier perk? We're at 27 minutes. Started recording this round at 19 minutes. Okay. So we're at 28, we're rolling into 28. So it takes 9 minutes per round. As of right now, 9 minutes per round. Zombshell. Yeah, Zombshell has some pretty good abilities. I like that it makes you invisible. But I honestly, I gotta admit, I'm a simp, bro. Oh, 100%. You know, most people don't even know that it has that knifing ability. Like, which is crazy to me. Stamina Up is just the best one, in my opinion. Yeah, it is really good. But I just need that speed, man. I need the speed. You know, I don't actually really like Dying Wish that much. I'll be honest. I think it's kind of overrated. Yeah, it protects you. It gives you that, like, extra life. But the recharge rate on it, as soon as it gets used a couple times, is so slow. And I just think when you have a recharge rate that slow, it essentially makes the perk ineffective when you need it most, which is at high rounds. And I understand, like, that's the tactical element of it, and it's the risk reward. I get it. But it makes things really slow, so therefore you need, you know, time slip. And it's like, okay, well, now I have 2 perk slots filled up. Yeah, I'm not a Dying Wish guy. If I get it as like a perkaholic, that's cool. It's a great bonus. But the 2 worst perks in the game are Blood Wolf Bite and Blaze Phase. I fucking hate Blaze Phase. Like, what a waste of a perk. Like, they should have just never made it. Like, I don't think... Like, the whole point of it is to what? Get out of a corner if you're cornered? I don't think you can use it that fast. I don't think you can use it fast enough to actually save your life. So what's the point? Wait. What do you mean it has infinite movement capabilities? What do you... What's the modifier? I will say, if you do want to use Blood Wolf Bite for high rounds, it's kind of beneficial because she'll drop power-ups. But I don't know. I don't think it's that worth it. But yeah, I'm interested in what you're talking about with Blaze Phase. I genuinely don't even know what the modifier is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So this round has gone on for 4 minutes. So we're about halfway done. People, I remember when it came out, people were like, it's gonna be great for speed runners. Yeah, okay. And I'm dating Mila Kunis. Oh yeah, dude. First of all, it just makes sense as an Easter egg to only be round 115. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Like, I'm having an out-of-body existential crisis right now. Oh, wow. 0.4 seconds? That's huge. Yeah, I do. I used to use a laptop for my streaming PC, and then the main PC, the gaming one or whatever, it broke. Oh my god, it was like the worst day of my life. And it was actually the worst 2 months of my life, but whatever, that's not the point. And the graphics card just shit on me, and I was like, I will never forget that day. But anyway, I went and I bought a new one, just a new PC, because the components were outdated and whatever. But on a whim, I called EVGA to see if they would replace my graphics card, and they just replaced the whole thing for free. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll just take my scrap of parts and put a new PC together. So it kind of all worked out in a weird way. Probably should have just called EVGA at the beginning, now that I think about it. But that's what happens when blind rage consumes you. Man, I wonder if these zombies, like, have jobs. Like, don't they have shit to do? I wonder if anybody has done round 150 with whimsical Easter eggs or whimsical elixirs only. I think that would be a funny short, but not a good video. But the best part about having the laptop as a streaming PC is like it, you know, I just had a laptop for work or whatever, and I just like plugged it in and could take it off whenever I wanted. So that was nice. But the good part about having an actual PC to handle the load is I can record video, I can record my stream and stream my stream in like super high quality, which is great for repurposing that content. And then I can record the gameplay on my regular PC, so then I can have the stream recording in high quality, and then the actual gameplay in regular quality without my face, which is probably I probably don't need all that shit, but it's just nice to be able to do it, I guess. Not necessary, but honestly, I've been playing more console lately because every PC port in the last 6 months has been broken to shit. So wait, did we switch rounds? I don't even remember. Oh, really? Ugh. I hate the Staff of Ra. I've never have liked it. I've tried it so many times. Yeah, I guess it's good because you can revive people. It's a good, like you said, it's a good medic class. But man, I do not like it for solo play at all. It's more a spectacle in my mind than anything else. Like,
I am ready to operate. I didn't even wash my hands. Fire! Burning fire!
yeah, no, I'm the like aggressive player. Chakrams, I like the Viper and Dragon. I really like that one a lot. But yeah, you're probably right. Chakrams are probably the best for solo. 99 zombies are dead on the wall. 99 zombies are dead. We take one down, smush his brains around. And 99 zombies are dead on the wall. 98 zombies are dead on the wall. 98 zombies are dead. We take their... Wait, we take them down. What can we say? We shoot them down and kick them around. 98 zombies are dead on the wall. 97 zombies are dead on the wall. 97 zombies are dead. We take them down and smush their heads. 97 zombies are dead. I'm losing my mind. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, the thing is like, this is how you do every BO4 high round. Like, there's no... This is the worst part about Black Ops 4. Hands down, is high rounds. It's so shit. Every strategy is get the Helion Salvo, camp somewhere with Stone Cold Stronghold, use your shield, abuse the cycle, and go over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's it. And I just think it's so fucking lame. Like in Black Ops 3, every high round situation was pretty different. I mean you could train, use specialist weapons. You couldn't really camp though. Yeah, I don't really like it much either. I've just never done it on Black Ops 4. I've only done it a little bit. Mostly I've done it on Black Ops 3. I've just never really done it. And I don't know, lately I've been kind of itching to do high rounds. I don't know why. Besides the fact of like wanting to be able to talk about it in my videos. But yeah, I've just been kind of wanting to mix it up because I always have done Easter eggs. I'm just an Easter egg guy. Oh man, this is so fun. Guys, I'm having so much fun. No, I am actually having a good time. It's just repetitive, and sitting down just kind of sucks for a long time. Yeah, I mean, 150 is just too high, and I understand they were trying to like cater to the high round community, and I really do think that's cool, but round 100 is good enough. Like, it's getting to the point where I can't even tell what's happening on screen. Damn, I can't believe I don't have 500,000 points anymore. Points are definitely an issue. Frame rate is chugging. Oops. Sometimes I bump that. It was 219 to 227, so that was 8 minutes. And we're at 227 to 246, and that was from 117 to 118. 227, so it's been 20 minutes for 2 rounds. Let's see. If we end the round in like a minute, it'll be 20 minutes. Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. 20 minutes for 2 rounds. All right, let's see if... All right, so 247. Can you write 247 in the chat for me so I remember? 247.30 technically, but 247's fine. Just want to see if power vacuum does anything at all. Thank you, sir. I just don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. I'm gonna try a different strat. I doubt I could do that without going down. It's 247. It's 250, so we're 3 minutes in. I mean, it does seem like it's going faster, but I just don't really know if it is, because we have to wait for the zombies to spawn in again, and who knows if they're, you know, really spawning PhD slider incarnate.
Rather than a pittance they can now earn peanuts.
It is weird seeing PhD Slider and then seeing it like actually. Like the early phases of it. It is weird. All right, so it's been 5.5 minutes. Oh, good. We got bonus points. Hell yeah. I mean, it's been 7 minutes. Like, I really don't think Power Vacuum sped anything up. Like, I don't. I think it's faster to do it this way and like, slowly kill the zombies so they keep flooding in. But, yeah, I mean, it's 2:54 and a half. Which, if you ask me, is 7 minutes is basically, you know, 9. Because it was what? It was like almost 20 minutes for 2 rounds, so it was like, it was a little less. It was like 18 and a half, 19. Yeah, this is the last round we're doing. After this, I'm good. I just need a break. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, I really don't think, well, we're trying to get the cutscene. I've never done it before. And, you know, I want to finish my retrospective series, and this is just the next link in the chain. Fuck. But yeah, it's okay to do, like, I've been doing it in chunks, so I haven't been, like, you know, grinding for like 6 hours at a time. I'll play for like an hour here, an hour there, and then I'll stream it for a couple hours, you know. Okay, so 2:56:30, 9 minutes, and we used a power vacuum, and it did absolutely nothing. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. No, it's not that I would take off points. Like, I really like this map. I just think this was a stupid idea. Like, I think it's cool that they tried to make the high round community satisfied, but it was just a weird way to go about doing it. I think, like, luckily the cutscene isn't like super extravagant and it can be found on YouTube, so it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not great. But yeah, most people aren't going to do it, which I don't know. It can be argued either way. I see both sides for sure. But I really like this map a lot. I think this map is really, really good. And, you know, a lot of people don't go for the Easter egg. So does that make a map bad because you have to do an Easter egg to get a cutscene? Arguably, you could make that an argument. I don't know why I said arguably twice, but, you know, you could make that argument. But, you know, this takes 12 and a half hours and an Easter egg takes 2. So at the most. But no, I still think this map is really, really good. It's just a really weird way to like create hype for the high round community. But all right, so that's gonna do it for this stream. I'm gonna get some water and I might pop over on Twitch. I'm not gonna promise anything because I'm kind of tired. But most of the time we'll pop over to Twitch after a stream on YouTube. Like we usually do both. So I'm gonna post my Twitch chat or my Twitch channel here if you want to follow me, because I will be on live there tomorrow on YouTube tomorrow and on Twitch. But tonight I might not do it. Need to get some water and some check on my cat. But guys, thank you for hanging out. This is a grind. This is a trudge through the mud for sure. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Killa, Hans, Vezik. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm trying to. Donuts, Thriller, everybody who is here. Greg, hope you guys all have a good night, and I will see you in the next stream or video. Peace out, everybody.